We're going to bring you over to the blue couches. We're going to welcome in Marcus Lukovic of Leuko-Tensity Training. Hi, Marcus.
Hello.
You were on this show way back before we even had the blue couches. You were one of our early guests, right?
Yes, I was.
But welcome back. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you.
You've got the Lake Erie Boxing Showcase 4 coming up. Tell us all about it.
Yes. So July 12th, this is happening at the Haggerty Family Event Center. You that don't know, it's at the Prep Villa Event Center. We call it that. We have 15 fights that night. 18 local fighters from Erie are fighting. Fighters from out of town, coming from Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, are coming in. Even if you don't watch boxing, people come. It's a fun night. There's food trucks, there's a bar, live entertainment. We have a halftime show. So it's just a good night to come out and watch some fights.
Tell us a little bit about your halftime show. What would be at the boxing event?
The halftime show this year is going to be some sumo wrestlers just wrestling each other real quick. And that's it for the halftime show this year, just quick.
That's going to be a showstopper for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Different weight classes in this, I would imagine?
Yes, different weight classes.
Where do they span from?
For the boxing show, the weight classes and ages, I have kids that are fighting that are 8 years old.
Okay.
All the way up to grown men that are 35 years old.
Yeah.
So I have a couple 67-pounders on the card, and then guys that are up to heavyweight, 205 and plus.
How do you teach the children to box? I mean, what are some of the basics and the elementary skills that they're learning at that young age?
Oh, just like any other sport, it's ground up. Footwork first, going all the way up to the hands. At first, when they're that young, it's just making it fun. Having them come back the next day, learning a little bit more. And then, yeah, just really ground up, just like any other sport, teaching the basics and then building on from there.
And this is the 4th one that you've done?
This is.
The 4th annual. What have you learned from the time you first started it to now you're coming up on number 4?
What I've learned is just basically the fighters you're bringing in. Being an amateur promoter is a little bit tough sometimes. Fighters don't always stay on the card because there's no contract like the pro. So it's just learning the coaches that you work with to make sure they're loyal, they're going to bring their fighters to Erie.
Right.
And having backups for guys that may back out.
Right. So. The kids in the lower weight fights, are they all local?
No, none of them are actually local.
Really?
The kids are from out of town.
Training from out of town.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Leuko-Tensity Training.
Leuko-Tensity Gym and Training Facility is on Wattsburg Road. It's up Pine, off the parade exit. It's a big gym and training facility. I have sport-specific training. We do personal training, private training. I have a whole MMA section behind that, a whole wrestling section up front, and it's the athlete factory in Erie.
Yeah,
it's where every athlete comes.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. You really focus in on the serious athlete, and that really focus on specific sports, right?
Yeah, speed, power, and strength for all sports. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that?
Coming up on 5 years here. So.
And what do you like about being a small business owner in this community? It's such a niche market that you're in because you have a specialty training, type of people that are coming to you. Yes,
it's great. Especially I love working with the kids. I love the development, bringing them up from, say they come into my gym and they're a 6th grader, 7th grader, taking them all the way up through high school, watching them get a full scholarship, and then even going professional.
Yeah, so, how rewarding that must be to see them reach their goals.
Yes.
There's always been that back and forth that kids should be playing multiple sports. Kids should really zone in on one sport and excel. Where do you fall in that conversation?
I feel kids should be playing every sport just to find what they love, and they're so young. I don't feel they should be forced. So I feel like every sport.
And it helps to develop different skills and different muscle
and a foundation.
Yeah.
Just like I think wrestling and gymnastics are the 2 best sports for kids to start. Build a foundation for the body for long-term athleticism.
When do you think they should start zeroing in on one?
It depends, honestly. What I think, though, I mean, people have different opinions. What I think is not till almost senior year in high school when they go for one. I mean, you have kids that play basketball, football, baseball, and then, okay, they're starting to pull out some offers here for basketball or football. Then it's like, all right, start focusing on this.
Start really focusing.
But
Well,
Yeah.
the Lake Erie Boxing Showcase 4, again, is July 17th at the Haggerty Event Center. Doors open at 5, and boxing gets underway at what time?
6.
At 6 o'clock. Cost to get in?
There's general admission for $30. There's table seats, $35, and then ringside is $50.
And can you get your tickets there at lucotensity.com?
Yes, right on the QR code on the
Perfect.
flyer online.